You still gotta get back. You still sinning. Now we got a little bit of grace now, right? Kind of like when like right now I got some bills due right now, right? I'm in the grace period right now. I don't worry about that. But eventually I gotta pay them, don't I? If I don't pay them, what happen? The grace period going in, ain't them? So you can't continue to sin all because you want to sin. Just like I can't keep calling these folks talking about, hey, get your nigga week up. Well, I got you. Well, right now, well, I'm robbing Peter to pay who? Paul, you heard me? Paul, like, boy, everybody, Paul owes so many people. But hey, I mean, so many people owe Paul, what I'm saying. I done borrow money for Paul, well, every day, every week. Anyway, so, but we understand that. It says, man, read it again, man. John 29, bro. Next day, what?
Next day, John sees Jesus coming unto him.
And what up?
And said,
what he said?
Behold, the Lamb of God.
Which what?
Which taketh away the sin of the world.
So Jesus is the one who is the lamb. He's the one who was killed like a lamb, right? Let's understand. Hey, listen, John understood what Jesus was supposed to feel from what? From reading the Old Testament scriptures. See, that's why we can't do away with the Old Testament, because how you gonna know Jesus if you don't know listen, you know the Old Testament. So Jesus even tell you, he said, look, I think not that I come to do away with the law, but, it's all the prophets, I have come not do away, but to fulfill. To fulfill what? The things that are written of him in the law, which is in the Old Testament scripture. That's Matthew chapter 5 and 17. But let's understand that the lamb been around. Hey, let's go back to Exodus. Let's get some understanding on, what this lamb is all about. You hear me saying lamb and lamb and lamb, make you want a lamb chop, don't it? Let's go look at it. Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12, and let's look at that, because the lamb was already foretold in the Old Testament scriptures. You can't do away with the Old Testament. Don't let nobody tell you that the Old Testament is no good, because Jesus can be preached. His birth, his life, his resurrection, and his death and the resurrection can all be preached from the Old Testament scriptures. I ain't even got to flip to the New Testament and show you Jesus. As a matter of fact, guess what? Jesus is the God of the Old Testament scripture. You don't see. Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. Everybody got a handout? Y'all good? That's what's up. Exodus chapter 12. Get that, my brother. Go ahead and read that. I want to just say, I spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying what?
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
And what up?
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
And what a coincidence. Yesterday was the Happy New Year's, wasn't it? This is the month of Abib. Ain't it? I better recognize. Go ahead, bro. Read that.
Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying,
go ahead.
And the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers.
Okay, so everybody to get a lamb, according to the house of your fathers. Keep reading.
A lamb for a house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
So everybody was supposed to partake in getting the lamb, right? It says, and if the household be too little for the lamb, go ahead, bro.
Your lamb should be without blemish.
The lamb has to be without blemish, right? Just like how Christ was the lamb who looked perfect, wasn't it? He was without blemish, huh? But keep reading. All this what we reading, it points to Christ. Go ahead, bro.
The male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep. Or from the goats.
Okay, go ahead.
And you shall keep it up.
So this lamb had to be perfect. But go ahead.
And you should keep it up until the 14th day
of the
same month.
14th day, whatever. Go ahead.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
To kill it in the eve, kill a lamb. Again, something's got to die. So you can imagine how many, year after year, for thousands of years, lambs were just being killed and killed and killed. But all those lambs was pointing to Jesus. Somebody had to come and live perfect and be that ultimate sacrifice. We gonna get it. Watch this. So where we at? 5. It says your lamb. I'm gonna read verse 5 again. For your lamb shall be without blemish, right? Got to be perfect. I don't want no lamb that's about to die. I don't need no lamb with a broken toe. I don't want no lamb with a twisted ankle. I don't want no lamb with no hair on them, patches of hair, nothing. I want a perfect lamb, the Lord is saying. It says, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Go ahead, bro. What up, verse 6?
You shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month.
Okay, so on the 14th day, now you keep this lamb to the 14th day. Go ahead, bro.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel
shall do what?
Shall kill it in the evening.
Okay, and that signifies something. But let's keep reading, though, bro. Go ahead and read it.
They shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts.
Go ahead.
And on the upper doorposts of the houses.
So we're going to take the blood and we're going to put it on the doorposts, ain't it? Go ahead, bro.
Where in it they shall eat it.
Okay.
Wherein they shall eat it.
Go ahead.
They shall eat the flesh in the night.
Go ahead.
Roast with fire. And unleavened bread.
Okay, go ahead.
And with the bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Okay, so hey, we're gonna put some unleavened bread with it. We got some bitter herb. The Lord say season that thing real good. Adobo or something. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Eat not.
They had that real season back then. They ain't like that now. Right now they ain't got them bitter herb like they did back in the day, probably. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Eat not of it raw.
Say, don't eat it raw now. We ain't trying to eat no red meat all on the inside like you know how some people do. Go ahead, bro.
Nor sodden. Sodden at all with water.
Go ahead.
Or roast with fire.
So the Lord is specific. You see how specific the Lord is? Yeah. He said, but roast it with fire. I want you to roast it. I want to smell it. Go ahead.
His head with his legs.
Go ahead.
And with the pertinence thereof.
It's got to be done a certain kind of way. Go ahead, bro. And what?
And you should let nothing of it remain until the morning.
Hey, look, Lord, eat it all. Go ahead.
That was
man, this God talking now. This God talking now.
Right.
Believe that. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
And you should let nothing of it remain until the morning.
And what?
And that which remaineth of it until the morning you should burn with fire.
That's right. Go ahead. Keep reading verse 11. Go ahead.
And thus shall you eat it.
And how you going to eat it?
With your loins girded.
With your loins girded. What up?
Your shoes on your feet.
With your shoes on. I don't want y'all eating this thing barefooted now. With your laced up now. Go ahead.
And your staff in your hand.
And your staff in your hand with the stick in your hand now. Go ahead.
And you should eat it in the haste.
And you should eat it in haste. Quick. Go ahead, bro.
It is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover. The Lord ain't playing about that Passover. He gonna tell you how to cook it, how to season it, how to eat it. I want your shoes on your feet. I want the staff in your hand. Hey, look here, man. This ain't no game. Go ahead, bro. Verse 12.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt
and
this
what?
night.
And what?
And will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
So if you didn't put the blood on the doorpost, somebody in the house gonna die. This how serious this is, man. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
Both man and beast.
Both man and beast. Go ahead, bro.
And against all the gods of Egypt.
That's right. Go ahead.
I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
I am the Lord. Man, the Lord like, look here, man. I want you to put the blood on the doorpost, and I'm finna come show everybody who I am. I am the Lord. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading. 13, bro.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses.
That's right. Go ahead. That's right.
And when I see the blood.
When I see the blood, what are they gonna do when they see the blood?
I will pass over you.
I'm gonna pass over you. Your house gonna be good. Everybody gonna be straight. Gonna be great. Go ahead, bro.
And the plague shall not be upon you.
And the plague ain't gonna be on you, bro. The Lord, hey, listen, man, go ahead, bro. The Lord gave us a day to honor every year. And now we gonna take it for man's tradition now. They done took it and polluted it, sifted it up, put it in a sifter, grinded it up, and they gonna spit out talking about Happy Easter. What? Did we hear anything about Easter just then? No, we ain't hear nothing about no Easter, man. It don't even mean nothing to the Lord. Now, it means something to the world, but it don't mean nothing to the Lord. It's a false God. Boy, that's wicked. The Lord gave us a holiday, a holy day, and we're going to take it and turn to Easter. Talking about, what did he say? Jesus died on Good Friday and rose on Easter Sunday when that ain't even 3 days and 3 nights, is it? Died on Wednesday, rose on the Sabbath. Go ahead, bro. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. It's sort of, but not really. We gonna, yeah. It's the season though. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Everybody say, 'tis the season to be jolly. La, 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 la. It's the real New Year. I don't know the other words. So what the other word? We ain't worry about that.
That
1
part.
Corinthians chapter 5. Oh, let's see. Let's see what's up. I think it'll be one verse. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. We're gonna bring this down at 1 Corinthians chapter 5. We're gonna bring down to verse 7. One verse, like I say, last week lesson was about teaching and learning something when we go to church. A lot of times we go to church, I don't learn nothing. Where's to go to church? My mama ain't go to church. So she just asked me, baby, what you learned today? I be like, man, I ain't learned nothing. The preacher was just talking. I ain't learned nothing. So I learned something. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. When you get it, my bro, go ahead and read that.
Purge out therefore the old leaven.
Purge out the old leaven. Purge out that sin, right? Go ahead, because leaven represents sin. Go ahead, bro.
That ye may be a new lump.
That you may be a new lump. Get push sin away from you. Go ahead.
As ye are unleavened.
As ye are unleavened. Go ahead, bro.
For even Christ are Passover.
Because Christ is what? Christ is what? Hold on. Christ is what?
Even Christ are Passover.
Christ
and sacrifice
is our Passover. Christ is the Passover. But they'll tell you they got an Easter bunny with some eggs on. How a bunny and eggs even? The bunny is a mammal. You know that's some folly, some twisted folly, man. Right. Somebody with a twisted mind thought of a bunny rabbit and some eggs. Man. I wish it said green eggs and ham. I am, Sam, I am. Let's jump down to 1 Peter, man. Let's look at that. So this whole thing was orchestrated by God because Christ ended up coming. He ended up dying for our sins, and he was the ultimate sacrifice. Therefore, he is the Passover. Whoever thought that was going to happen like that? We didn't know that was going to happen like that, did you? All those lambs that was being killed represented Jesus the whole time. That's what I'm showing you when I'm showing you how he played the lamb. Mary had a little lamb. So he was that lamb, like I said, slain from the foundation of the world. 1 Peter. That sis, she got a handout, sis? Give sis a handout. Mary had a little lamb. Turned lion. Hey, this is lamb and sign language too, y'all. So you got your hand like this, and you take your fingers like that, and do this right here. Lamb, like you cutting something, and then put your hand down. That's lamb. Sign language for lamb. We're gonna do it for lion in a minute. Sign language for lamb. 1 Peter. Come in, Galatians. 1 Peter chapter 1. We're going to see what's up. 1 Peter chapter 1, we're going to break it down to verse 18. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 18 through 20, and we're going to see how we was redeemed. So, you got to have, I'm just showing you how we was redeemed, how we was brought back to Christ, and how Christ is that Passover for our sins, since it's the season. No, this ain't the Passover. Go ahead, bro. Read it, bro. Verse 18.
For as much as you know that you were not redeemed with corruptible things.
So now we understand how we were redeemed, right? We wasn't redeemed with money. We weren't redeemed with a new car, was we? We wasn't redeemed with a new house, now was we? We was redeemed back unto God by the death of his son, wasn't it? By the death of Jesus. That's how we was redeemed. It says, for as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, because those things are corruptible. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
As silver and gold.
That's right. And what else?
From your vain conversation received by tradition from your father.
So it wasn't no tradition, huh? No indulgence. Like in some churches, you can pay for your sin. You're like, hey, boy, I got about $500. Boy, I sinned last night. Boy, I'm going to be good. And the pastor, oh, yeah, give me your money, baby. Oh, you're going to be okay. People was paying for their sins now to be washed away. People was doing that. Literally. I'm telling you, whatever what you did, what your sin was, it was a price for that. And people was actually thinking that they can get their sins blotted out, washed away. They paid for it. Like if I stood here today and said, how many of y'all seen this week? You say, oh, I did this, I did that. I'm like, okay, 500 views, 700 views, 900 views. And people was paying for that. That's why he's talking about it. It says, for as much as ye as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver, gold, from your vain conversations, and says received by tradition from your fathers. That's what they was doing. People was buying and paying for their sins to be removed. It says, but what? Verse 19.
But with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb
And
without
what?
blemish
And what?
and without spot.
It says, so you was redeemed by, but with the precious blood of Christ. That's how we redeem. That's how we get back at salvation. That's why I ain't dead right now for all the sin I done done for 30, 40 something years. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading, bro.
Who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world.
This was always God's plan. See, the plan was it says who verily was foreordained before what?
The foundation of the world.
This was a plan way before the world even was here. The Lord had this plan already set before he even made the world. Go ahead.